disaster, but let's
It's
do it.
gonna be so much fun.
Yep.
Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to those two geeks. My name's Alex. His name's Joe. What you didn't just hear that led into whatever you just heard was Joe and I forgot to organize a time to record this. So it is shit, what time is it? It's about 10 a.m. Eastern.
Yes.
And we're like, hey, shit, we didn't record. Let's hop on. And now we're sat here like, what are we talking about? Oh, we were doing our Marvel Legends wish list.
Yep.
Do you have it ready? No, do you? Fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
So
This is
that's
gonna.
about the preparation we have. And I was, funnily enough, as I was saying that, I was thinking, you know what we should do to make it more fun for ourselves? Trying to avoid any reissues.
Yes. Oh Jesus. Okay. Yep. I got a
Now,
few.
now I say that this is an example, and it's not indicative of where my list is going to go. But if, for example, on your list is the spot from the 5 pack that was released a couple of years ago,
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're thinking, oh, I want a new version of the Renew Your Vow Spider-Man with a slightly different head sculpt,
Yeah. That's a
that
reissue.
yeah, that's where in my mind where we wouldn't. I mean, that's going to cheap out on us on a list. It's already going to be
Right.
difficult. And I figure, hey, if we're going to do it on the fly, we may as well make it
And
really
we did
nightmarish for it.
organize this like a little bit off camera last week, so it was gonna be one wave of six, one deluxe figure, and one multi pack, as well as one build a figure.
Yeah.
So that's
God,
what we're doing.
God, and the shitty, not the shitty things. The funny thing is, God knows if we can actually do this
I think we
in.
can.
Oh, I know we can do it. It's what it will look like when it's done, I suppose,
It's
is what
going to
it
be a
is.
little bit of
And this one, and this. Oh, good idea. Well, now
yeah.
are we? If I use a character, are you going to have to think of a new one?
Yes.
Okay, this is even funnier. So we've got to come up with about 20 figures that we haven't had in the last few years as single
Yes.
releases
Together. Yes.
together. Okay, I'm going to start with my deluxe figure.
Okay, and remember the wave is not like a thematic wave. We can just throw everything
God, if
in.
we had a thematic wave
We'd be
after what,
fucked.
yeah, exact. No, we're doing whatever the hell we can just to get it done.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that in mind, my deluxe figure, it is a reissue of sorts.
So you already broke your rule.
Well, kind of, but not really. And I say this because it's going to be, I want it to be Juggernaut, but I want Ultimate Juggernaut. So
Oh, okay.
the black cost, so yes, it's a reissue. Yes, it would, I imagine it would just be done on the Build a Figure Juggernaut body,
Yeah.
but it's specifically the Ultimate Juggernaut because I just really like, or even the Juggernaut from the X-Men issues where he had the black and yellow. I
Yep.
really like that character design. And
Yeah.
this entirely stems from someone coming in the shop on Wednesday. Do you have any Juggernaut figures? No, mate, we don't have any Juggernaut figures 2 weeks before Christmas because you can't fucking find them anywhere. And the
Yeah.
ones that are anywhere are in a 2 pack with Colossus or they're the Marvel Select and they haven't
Yeah.
been released in a while.
Yeah. And
That's
the guy
that's
was
about the
like, a
oh.
simple no would have been sufficient.
Basically, I did end up finding like a 5 issue run of Juggernaut because he just wanted Juggernaut for his kid who loves Juggernaut. So we found
Interesting.
him something, but so yeah, Juggernaut is my deluxe. I'm gonna have to make a list of this so we know what we have and haven't gone through.
All right. Juggernaut's your deluxe, huh?
Yeah,
All
you can
right.
start however you want. I realize that I've
I'm
complete.
gonna start with my first figure in the wave. Just make sure you write this down.
That's yeah. I'm getting up a list now because I
Okay.
bet actually know what I'm gonna do it in our general chat because that way we can each see
Yep.
what we have and haven't done.
All
Uh,
right. So if yours is deluxe juggernaut is your first.
yeah,
My first figure to start out my wave of six is Shauna the She Devil.
I was gonna say you bastard, but then I thought, no, wait, I didn't even have. She wasn't even on my radar.
Yeah. Shauna the She Devil. You have Kazar and you have Zabu. How the hell can you not have Shauna the She Devil?
I agree. Actually, it's one of those figures where I know we've had a shitty Toy Biz version of her a long
Yeah, we
time
had a
ago.
3 pack that was very, very
Exactly, which
expensive. which
Yeah,
they should have just made a new one.
I agree. And
Yeah.
the fact that they haven't kind of baffles me, and it also baffles
Yeah.
me that I hadn't thought of Shauna the She Devil.
Shauna the She Devil, my friend.
I suppose this is where I think, well, my next one is this, and I'm
Yep.
gonna deliberately get the cop out early out of the way because I think I even alluded to this last week when we were
Okay.
talking about potentially doing this.
Hmm.
It's the Maverick, specifically the one from his
Yes.
'98 run, where it's more yellow, less brown armor.
Okay.
Again, I'm Maverick. I'm a huge Maverick fan.
Yeah, it counts. It's
Have
not a
right,
reissue.
have been, and that's just it. It's not a reissue. It is a new costume, but I'm not going to fill my list out with, oh, I said this version of Maverick. Now I'll say that version. Like I'm gonna do one figure per character, regardless of what it is.
Yeah,
And amazingly enough, I'm going to do everything I can to stay away from Wolverine,
that's
which
smart.
we'll see how this goes in the long run because I'm only two figures in. I've already got no idea what I'm
Right.
gonna do for the next one.
Right. All right. You ready for my next one?
I am.
While you were saying that, I was laughing so hard because I already had this figure in my head. So mine's a Wolverine. I was dying laughing
Now,
while
do you
that
know what?
sentence was
I
going.
honestly, if you said Wolverine, I'm going to do everything even more so now to avoid it because we've already have a Wolverine in our list.
No, and it's the same Wolverine I've been wishing for years and years and years and
Oh,
years.
Spy Wolverine.
No, that's yours. But yes, I do want that one. I would want a 3 pack of that, but
Yeah.
we'll see. No, I want Shi'ar or spacesuit Wolverine.
Oh, the one of the '90s figure, right? That you gave.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want a Marvel Legends update of that. I think that would be so fucking cool.
I
I've
agree.
wanted that forever.
Yeah, I agree, and I actually think that is a really good choice because I that's one I don't know if we'll ever get if they
I don't
get
know if we're
so
going to
far
get
down.
it. I thought we would have got it by now with all the Wolverines that we've got.
I'm surprised that we haven't had the Wolverine in the Fang armor because he was
Yeah.
in that for a little bit or in
Yep.
the Fang costume. So I'm surprised we haven't had that.
Yeah, easy, easy. We talked about that a couple years ago. That is such an easy remake for them to do, make him a little shorter. But
They can reuse the same body they've used for everything. Just use the same
yeah,
body that they have the Ultimate Wolverine on and just repaint it. Right, like it's easy to do at
I
this
was
point.
about to yes, I wanted to cut in real quick and sidebar. So that is not Ultimate Wolverine, so you don't have to be super mad.
Oh,
It's
perfect.
Extreme Wolverine.
I was one, and I did. I think I did
You
wonder
mentioned it.
that. I did
You
wonder that
mentioned
on the
it.
show. Yeah. Okay. I'm happy.
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
Extreme Wolverine. So they didn't
it's
package
so
it as
petty.
Ultimate Wolverine.
It's such a stupid thing to have been annoyed at, and I'm aware of that.
No, it
All
makes
right.
sense. All right,
Uh,
next.
getting back to this before I forget, and before you take her is Rachel Summers.
Oh God, how have we not got her yet?
I don't know, and I don't even honestly at this point. I don't think it matters what costume she's in.
I don't
We
think
just need
so
to have
either.
some form of Rachel Summers, and
Yeah,
then once we get her, then we can bitch about the fact we didn't get the right costume, and
yeah,
we will.
absolutely. So that's perfect. Okay, so how many is that for you? Two?
That technically that's three because I started with my
No,
deluxe.
no, no. For the wave is what I'm
Oh, for the
saying.
wave, yeah, two. Sorry.
All right. So my third. All right, my third. I'm coming out hot. Basically, now that we've got Clone Saga Kane, um, they're really like. I mean, that was my biggest want for 8 years.
Hmm.
Now that we got him, I mean, if we're gonna have Clone Saga Kane, we've got to pair him. I need 90s Jackal in the long coat. I need 90s Jackal to go with that.
I am gonna pivot directly from that,
Okay.
and I always think I thought you were gonna say you wanted Spider Side.
No, I'm not Dave Display's model behavior, who's insanely psycho about Spider Side, even though I
Okay,
love Dave.
because that is actually on my list after getting Kane. I was like, oh, you know what? If we're gonna really round
Seriously?
out, oh yeah. Do you remember when I said I'm gonna be pulling shit out of the air when I'm trying to figure what I
Yeah.
want? Yeah,
Yeah.
Spider Side is one of those figures where yes, I'm aware that we've had a head for Spider Side, but I really think you need a dedicated
We've
Spider
had a
Side
head
figure.
for Spider Side.
Oh no, that I lied. That was Spider Carnage.
Okay,
It
I
was a
was gonna
Ben Riley
say
figure that was a Spider Carnage.
because keeping with your Spider Side thing, if they wanted to cheap out on something that they've already used, they could slightly modify the oh, what the fuck is that thing called? Ah, it's a Sentinel, but it's not a Sentinel. He's white.
Oh, the Superior Iron Man.
No, he's a Sentinel. He came in a 3 pack.
Oh,
But
Nimrod.
Nimrod, they could make Nimrod's body a little because it's perfect, basically, just a
Mm,
little less robotic, and then throw a spider side head on it. They could do that if they really wanted to, or
yep,
they could be Marvel Legends and do brand new sculpt. I'm not mad at Spider Side. I just think you need Jackal first.
I
Jackal
agree.
is
Oh, I
pivotal.
agree. I'm basing this off the fact that we get these two waves announced at the same
Ooh,
time.
and I just came up with another one while
Oh,
we're
good.
talking that. Yes. Okay. All right. So Spider Side. All right. So that's your third.
My third, your fourth is coming up.
Oh, my fourth. Keeping in vein with the Clone Saga, I want a Green Goblin Phil Urich.
Oh,
Yeah. Not
I
the
love.
Hobgoblin bullshit. I hated him as a villain.
Yeah,
Oh, God,
Green
he
Goblin
sucked
Phil
as a
Urich.
villain.
Oh, good, good, cool.
Yeah, he sucked the nuts as a villain. He
Yeah,
was terrible. Okay, yeah. Yep. Phil Urich, Green Goblin.
this is where I'm going to start. This is my fourth in the wave right
That's
now,
okay.
and I'm deliberately talking to buy time.
Yeah, that's fine.
And part of me wants to say, because we got a Stan Lee figure, again, this
Yeah.
isn't a thematic wave. I would, and I'm only going to choose say this once. I'm not again. I'm making it harder for myself in self-imposed rule, but I would love a Jack Kirby figure
In the Marvel Legends style,
in
because
the
I have a
Marvel
Jack
Legends.
Kirby in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles style.
Yeah, I would love a Marvel Legends Jack Kirby.
And he sits pretty well with Stan Lee,
Yeah,
by the way. But it's just
interesting.
the cell shading and the comic book paneling on him makes him look different. They
Yeah,
look like they're from two different universes, and they are. But okay, I'm not mad at that. Who wouldn't want the king?
right. And if you could have it like this is wishful thinking, but the accessories that would come with it, and this is why it's wishful thinking, a desk
Yeah.
and a stool.
Yeah, that would be great. Mine just came with a pencil, so
Mm,
that would be amazing. Oh, and that pencil is about the size of a fingernail. It's like a grain. It's so difficult
I
to lose.
I
You
would
gotta like glue it in his hand.
I wouldn't be mad if his hand came sculpted with a pencil in it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, that one's good. That one's good. You know what? All right, keeping in that vein, I'm glad you said this because I already had this in the canon. We don't get enough civilian figures, and I
No,
know
we
this
don't.
figure wouldn't sell like hotcakes. Like Jack Kirby will at least sell,
Jack Kirby would sell.
but this figure might sit on the shelves really bad. This might be like just a Marvel legend for me. And I understand that, but I'm willing to do it. This is my number 5. We're gonna make this a wave of 7. We're gonna go old school.
Yeah, I
'Cause,
do
yeah.
old school.
All right. I want Foggy Nelson.
Oh, that would sell.
I don't think it would. I want Foggy Nelson though.
I think I think it would sell. I think it would have to be like a fan channel or even like a Hasbro exclusive.
Yeah,
Foggy
I don't think
Nelson.
it would be like a Target exclusive. I don't think
No,
you'd be seeing people want lining up to get their Foggy Nelsons.
no. The reason I think it would sell though is you can't find the tracksuit mafia figure anywhere.
Yeah,
And
that's true. You're right. You're right.
if you had, I
Shit,
didn't
you're
think
right.
tracksuit mafia would sell, and you can't
No, I
find it
didn't either. You're
anywhere.
right. That is out everywhere.
And so if you have Foggy Nelson, and
Yeah.
you have, because I'm assuming Foggy Nelson would be, I mean, you could do it easily just in the, oh shit, what's his name? The driver in Iron Man,
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Favreau,
Happy
Happy
Hogan.
Hogan. You could do it on that body with a suit, great, gray suit. You could have that. There you go. There's
Yeah,
Foggy Nelson. But if you wanted to add to people's ability to kit bash, have a shirt, not a jacketless Foggy Nelson with a tie, rolled up sleeves with a slightly bulkier body,
yeah,
and include a separate head or two. And boom, then you've got a whole whack of people buying that
yeah.
for. multiple reasons. Shit, include a chameleon head for fuck's sake. It doesn't matter. Like you could throw a
Yeah.
bunch of people in there, no matter what. There are ways that you could get Foggy Nelson to sell really well.
Yeah, but Foggy Nelson definitely for all the civilian characters that we could get because we've got Aunt May, but she came in a two pack with Doc Ock.
Yep.
We've got Mary Jane, the Mary Jane that I love. We've got Gwen already. We've got most of Spider-Man's civilian people. So we don't really need any for Fantastic Four except for what's his name? The
The
guy who,
mailman.
yeah, the
Yeah,
mailman that I can't think of right
I can't
now.
think of the name either.
Willie Lumpkin, I think his
Yes.
name is.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
So
sounds right to me. It could be wrong.
yeah, could be wrong. We don't need Willie Lumpkin. Um, and then there's really no one else. I mean, you could get Jarvis if you want to go Alfred for the Avengers, but no, I think the most pivotal, civilian left would be Foggy Nelson. But on the same vein as that, we haven't got a well, no, we've got a proper Matt Murdock. We could use the Matt Murdock body from the No Way Home and
Yeah.
put Matt Murdock's okay, so we're fine. Yeah, Foggy Nelson is
Yeah.
definitely my pick.
I think that's a really good pick, and I think it does go to show that at this point in our collecting journey, and I say our as a
Yeah.
not just you and I, we're down to the fact that hey, looking at this list as I'm typing it out, I think almost all of these aren't. I wouldn't even consider some of these D-list characters.
No.
Rachel Summers aside,
Rachel
and
Summers is an absolute need. You have to
yeah,
complete Excalibur. I do
I
not
think
understand how that hasn't
I
happened.
think Rachel Summers and Shanna the She Devil
Those are big. Yeah.
ultimately are the probably the two bigger ones, and everything
Yeah.
else is D-list. And I don't include Jack Kirby as D-list. I just
No.
think that the chances of us actually getting a Jack Kirby
Yeah,
are
agreed.
pretty slim.
Agreed. So I have two more, you have three more.
Three more, I assume. Yeah. All right. I'm now currently scratching everything I
Okay.
can find to think of this, and I wouldn't say no. Shit. See, if I say the name out loud, then I can't take it back if I change my mind later.
That's right.
However, I think we do need a Glob Herman figure.
Who's that?
It's the X-Men character that's basically just a giant thing of jelly with eyes and a mouth. You you would know the character if you saw it.
Okay.
It's absolutely hilarious. How he's become popular, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Never heard of.
it's if you look him up, you'll know when you see him. You've seen him around.
All right.
It's
I will take your word for it, man. Who the fuck
it's
is Glob Herman?
exactly that's my point. Is the fact that now, and the funny thing is, I wouldn't buy Glob Herman, which is why I was hesitant to say, "Oh, we need a Glob Herman." I don't
Yeah.
give a shit about Glob Herman. I just know he's popular, and it was a cop out answer because I couldn't think of anyone else at the time.
Seriously, the whole Marvel Legends, and you can't think of anyone other than Glob Herman?
Oh no, it's not that I can't think of anyone. It's that everyone that's come out that I really want.
You've
We,
got.
we've got like I was going to
All
say,
right.
oh, Death's Head, but Death's Head is coming
Yeah,
out.
you already got that
It
said.
right, he's coming
Surprisingly.
out. I was like, oh, what about a new Sentry? But again, we've had a semi
We've
decent
had two
Sentry
centuries, yeah.
recently, exactly. So then I'm thinking, what about Wolverine villains? And again, that
Yeah.
goes back to the like, oh, I've got a really good
Cyber,
Sabretooth,
yeah.
Omega Red, Cyber. The only way
Yep.
I could justify Cyber would be to have
New body.
a single release,
Single release, yeah.
which is why I've been hesitant to say Cyber.
Okay. All right.
And
Nice.
and yeah, so then I'm looking through, I'm like, well, actually, no, I'm gonna take back Glob Herman
Please take back Glob
because
Herman.
again, it's not that I don't think we need Glob
The
Herman.
name's
I
fine, but
I
just take
wouldn't
the back the
I
stupid
wouldn't
figure.
buy Glob Herman, and I think
No.
that's where if I'm not going to buy it, that's where we need
Yeah. No, no. This
to
has
do
got
it.
to be something you would buy that you want.
So in that vein, and I have talked about this character before. It is a World War II era hero. It is a son of the original Union Jack, the Destroyer,
Okay. Yep. You have
and
talked about this.
yeah, so and the reason I say that is I have a tiny little destroyer figure, and every time I look at him, it's like, man, he would make a fantastic figure. Like he's
Yeah.
got like the purple upper body and like legs that are red and purple, and it to
Hmm.
me it just looks fantastically toyetic.
Yeah. No, I get it. You're Your Glob Herman really threw me the fuck off.
I
Like
thought
I'm so lost right now. Hold on, let me grab my bearings. All right, so I'm on my fifth figure, which gives me two. No, this is my sixth figure. Can
let
you
me
count?
count again. Like again, this is so what you got. You've had one, two, three, four, five. So this is your
Okay,
sixth.
so this is my sixth. Okay, perfect. This is my sixth. So there's only two more. Um, all right. I'm trying to think. It's between two of them in my head right now.
I mean, ultimately, if it's between two, you've got two left.
Yeah, I need Carrion to
Mm.
finish out the Maximum Carnage team. And I've been wanting him as bad as I've been, not as bad as I've been wanting
But you've been
Kane,
wanting
but
him.
up there. But I've been
Yeah,
wanting him
you
for a
have
long,
you
long
have
time.
mentioned him.
Yep,
Even off
Carrion.
camera, you said him
Yeah, yeah,
a
Carrion's
few
a must.
times.
And I've said like they could reuse Sleepwalker because when we got
Yep.
Sleepwalker, it was so close to Carrion that just make it Carrion. But okay, Carrion is it.
I don't know if this is gonna break our rule. I don't think it is.
Hmm.
But given that we have the uncanny X Force,
Is it a Wolverine?
no, it's not. It's actually not
Okay,
Wolverine. The annoying thing is I can't think of the fucker's name.
Phantom X.
No, no, we've had Phantom X. It's
Yeah.
the guy that heals, and I can't think of his name.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't read it yet. I actually pulled it up to read yesterday on
Yeah,
digital.
it's I mean again, I'm a huge fan of the series.
Yeah.
He's God damn it, this is annoying.
It is so annoying when this happens because it happens to me too.
Yeah, it's not Cypher. Um, if you can hear me flicking through it, so I'm literally going through a comic trying to find a guide.
That's okay. I have my next one on deck.
All right, I'm not going to let you take the next one on deck, and I'm going to have to think of someone else. So I don't know if you've ever read Clandestine.
Clinda, I've heard of it. I've never read it.
So at this point, because we are so far in the weeds,
Yeah.
I think it would be a fantastic time to start a brand new team. And I
Okay.
think that Clandestine would be a great start.
Okay.
And there is one guy there, Walter, who is a giant, basically a blue Hulk with flaming hair.
Is that what your cat's named after?
No, honestly, I don't know where the name for my cat came from. The
Mhm.
honest to God story is that we were sat in the car and his original name was Shrek because he was literally born in Hurricane Fiona and
Oh wow,
it
that's
was
cute.
funny. And Mandy, my wife said, like, do you want to keep the name Shrek? I'm like, I don't know, let's just call him like, I don't know, fucking Walter or something. She's like, I kinda like that. So he's literally named because I said fucking Walter or something.
That poor cat. Cat's like I could have been named Shrek.
Yeah. So he's lit. I don't know if it's because of Walt Disney. I don't know if
Yeah, there you go.
it's
Go with
not.
that.
Yeah, it's not because of that character though. Um, yeah, it's just one of those things. And I mean, what calling him
Fuck.
Walter? We don't call him Walt, so
Yeah, yeah.
it's just yell Walter at him. Um, but yeah, it's primarily because I just sat there and was like, I don't know how about fucking Walter,
That's
and
hilarious. I love it.
that's why he's named Walter.
That's great. All right.
I'm
So,
gonna confirm the name of the character that I'm thinking of
yep.
because I'm
Clandestine.
yeah. So yeah, it is Walter. Okay.
Okay.
Accidental coincidence, but yes,
Okay. All right. So my next one, this is my number seven, I guess. Close out the wave. We're gonna go with some recency bias here.
totally
I
fair.
mean, it can't get any more recent than this. I know we said, not reissues. This isn't a reissue. It's brand new. Well, it is.
Yeah.
It's a
Well,
reissued character, but it's a brand new figure of this character. I want Spider-Man in his most current Dungeons and Dragons Latverian armor that he's got going on in Amazing Spider-Man right now
interesting.
from
And
Doctor Doom,
honestly,
from the Eight Deaths of Spider-Man.
that's not really a
It's not. And
It's
then it
not.
goes with
No.
your Juggernaut because the whole
Yep.
thing is based off the Crimson Gem of Sidorak and all the demons that protect the Crimson Gem of Sidorak.
Yeah.
That's the story. Dude, the armor is so cool, but the caveat is it has to have soft goods. Don't give me any fucking plastic goods.
Yeah.
He has a scarf. They can give him soft goods. I do not want plastic scarf. Like it would be so sick to have that figure. Like right now I'm reading that story and it's just recency bias big time. But that figures out my wave and that is the most random wave of all time when you add in a brand new figure like that.
So I don't. It was like Spider Man, like current Spider Man. I'm gonna call it Spider Man with scarf because I can't remember exactly what you said.
Just Spider-Man in his Latvian armor from
Okay.
Doctor Doom where he keeps dying and coming back to life. It's true. Like so Doctor Doom
I
basically is now the new Sorcerer Supreme. He
yeah.
tricked Doctor Strange. So basically, Doctor Doom has a quest. He's got to fight these guys that he fought years and years ago when no, not him. Doctor Strange fought these guys years when he was first Sorcerer Supreme. Doctor Doom is Sorcerer Supreme and he could fight these demons, these
But
8 demons, but he doesn't want to because he's like, well, I'm Sorcerer Supreme. And if I fight these demons, that's something Strange would do. Like, why do I need to do this? I have bigger things to do. I'll just coin a champion while I can do my other stuff. So he picks Spider Man, and Spider Man refuses him and says, no, 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 no. And then at the end, Spider Man's flattered. And he's like, all right, well, if you're picking me, it must be important. He goes, oh, no, I'm not picking you because you're important. He's like, I'm picking you because of your incredible ability to survive pain. I'm picking you because no one knows pain more than Peter Parker. And let you know, boy, you will die in the most painful ways humanly and existentially possible over and over before this is done. And I'm picking you because that gives me great joy. And that's basically what Doom said to him. Eh, So it's like such a Doctor Doom thing to do. Like he thinks he's getting complimented and he's like, no, I'm picking you because you're a very annoying creature. But at the same time, I get to watch you die over and over again while you save humanity. So that's that's nice to
it
me.
it's gonna it'll balance out.
Yeah. And like Spider-Man dies in the most horrific way in the first issue. And then he finds his body reconstituting and he's like comes back and Peter's in tears. That's how the first issue ends.
Ye-
He's like, "Oh my god." He's like, "I thought I knew pain." He doesn't know what pain is yet. But it's really cool. It's like, what if Spider-Man fell into the world of D&D?
Mm, okay, that's
Like
cool.
because Spider-Man like he finds out that he has magic powers and he's like, "This is awesome." He's like, "Wicked webs of Wondergore," and he like shoots like webs at the guy and the guy's like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah," and he's like messing up the spells and shit and the demon's just like, "Oh, for fuck's sake." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what is this? But yeah, it's
What
the
is this
armor's
idiot
so
that I
cool
have
if
to
you
do
see
it?
it. If you see
Yeah.
it, it looks like the spider armor figure with a hood and a scarf, but like some updates to it.
Okay.
Really awesome.
Cool.
So yeah, that's my final figure in the wave.
Okay. I was going to say what I was going to say, and then had a sudden thought and really shouldn't
Yeah.
because I can use it for my multi pack. Which brings me back to square one, where I don't have the figure, and I refuse to pick
Oh,
the another one from Clandestine.
right.
And I was going to say Rom Space Knight, but
Oh, but that's already coming.
we have Rom coming.
Yep.
So
Man, a lot of people are saying Rom the Space Knight lately. When did this guy take off?
I think I think it's because we're at the point now where we've got like almost the what X-Men Blue, X-Men Gold,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
90s teams. You've got more Spider-Verse figures than you can shake a stick at.
yeah,
There's not many Spider-Man villains left. The X-Men villains are rounding out pretty
yeah,
perfectly for a lot of people. So then it boils down to, well, who else do I really want that I really enjoyed? And I think that's where you're getting people saying Rom Space Knight or
yeah.
my final pick is first appearance Captain Britain,
Oh, that's a good one for you.
because we've had Captain Britain a couple of times.
Yeah.
We haven't had the first appearance Captain
No.
Britain, and the last Captain Britain we got, which is brilliant, was
I
in
love that Captain Britain. Love that figure.
the shit. What is it? The Excalibur
Excalibur
pack.
3-pack. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that
so
figure.
we have that one, but we haven't had anything really as a single release since
No.
the not the modern Captain Britain, 'cause I think he's changed his costume again, or
Yeah.
she now, I guess, if it's Betsy
Yeah.
Braddock. But
Yeah.
the first appearance, Brian Braddock in the red suit with the hair showing.
I think that's cool. I'm for that. All right.
Right, are
So,
you doing your deluxe
yep.
now to
And
end?
I'm adding a caveat too because you forgot one category.
Okay,
HasLab slash made to
I did.
order.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Okay. All right. So here we go. For my deluxe, I was gonna say Spider Side, but no, I don't want Spider Side.
Oh, I've already said Spider Side
I
too.
know that's true. You already said him. Okay. My deluxe. Whew. It's tough because I could go two ways with this. It could be a figure with a bunch of accessories that makes it deluxe, or it can be just a giant deluxe size figure.
Yep.
Hmm. Oh, it's so tough. I know we're getting Shumagorath, supposedly from the Capcom wave.
I I think you could still say Shumagora though, because he hasn't been announced yet. It's just a very strong possibility.
Still think we're getting him though. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with my
And
deluxe.
in your defense, we stopped putting Kane on our wish list as soon as Dave displays
Yeah.
model behavior broke
Yeah,
the
exactly.
rumors that Kane was coming. So
So I am gonna go with it's not a deluxe size figure, it's a figure that has a lot of accessories that will make it deluxe. I am going with out of the gates for Fantastic Four, a mole man with two moloids, staff, and like a rock or a throne. I've wanted Mole Man for a very
you
long time.
have, you have. I think that's a
I
really
don't
good
understand
shout.
how we don't have Mole Man as a Fantastic Four villain when he's the first Fantastic Four villain.
I think, and this is not based on any kind of insider information.
Yeah,
I think we're going to get him in 2025
I think so too. I
because
hope
you've
so.
got the Fantastic Four movie coming out. It
Yeah,
looks like a very classic thing. The villain
yeah,
might be Galactus, but we've had
yeah.
a HasLab Galactus.
Yep.
Maybe they'll do a build a figure smaller Galactus. I don't see it.
To me, that would be such a waste. You're
I
never gonna
agree.
top the Galactus that we have. Like
I
that is
agree.
the perfect. There's no reason to make another Galactus.
So with that in mind, it only makes sense to me to have a deluxe, like your deluxe as stated,
Hmm.
or even have Mole Man as the builder figure with
Yeah.
moloids included in, like, so you
Yeah.
have.
Or even one Moloid is fine with me, but I think two would really set it.
I think two would set it, and I think if they're hit monkey size, and you could get
That's
away with
exactly.
having
They
two.
could be a little bit bigger than Hitmonkey size,
Yeah,
just
like
slightly there.
you could get away with having two. Even if one of the quote figures is a three-pack moloid,
Yeah.
right? Like you have
Yeah.
in the wave, you have three-pack of moloids, and then you just have, like, maybe you have Mole Man's head with that or something
Yeah.
to
No,
get people
I
hyped.
agree. I think no, Mole Man with one two Hitmonkey sized figures flanking him on either side in a
Yeah,
package would be perfect. So that's my deluxe.
it occurs to me we didn't do a builder figure though after saying Mole Man as a
We
builder
are
figure.
gonna do a build a figure.
I know we are, but we probably should have done the
Yeah, we
builder
should
figure
have.
before, because I could have easily done that Juggernaut as a builder figure
Yeah,
instead
I'm
of a
thinking
deluxe.
of a build a figure right now.
So I will for the builder figure. And okay, I there is a builder figure I would love.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it in this list because it has been well documented
Oh,
that
okay.
you're not a fan of
No,
said
God, no.
character. So,
No, you could
folks,
say it. It doesn't hurt me if you say it. It's
okay,
fine.
I want a brood.
Of course you do.
Now, I don't care if the brood is a deluxe figure and Juggernaut is the builder figure in this list. I
Make Juggernaut the build a figure so I don't have to collect the brood. I'm fine with that.
Right, that works for me.
Because
Like I said,
God, that's
either
my
way.
nightmare.
And
Make
on
it
it.
it's eventually coming, but make it a deluxe where I don't have
Honestly,
to
it
touch it.
actually makes more sense that it would be a deluxe figure
Oh God, I
because
hope so.
then people, if they want more than one, they can get
Yeah,
more
yeah,
than
yeah.
one.
That's fine. Do that. So my stores have none.
Yeah,
I'm fine. Like, please don't make it a. That is my nightmare. If it becomes a fucking build a figure, I have to order all these figures off eBay without the parts. I have to. And God forbid somebody keeps the part in. I'll have nightmares. Like it will just that will ruin me. I don't know what I'll do. Like it's just oh my God. It's that crazy of a phobia for me. I don't understand it, but it's there and I can't deny it.
that
It's horrible.
that is hilarious.
Oh, it's
I
nuts.
mean, it's not funny. It's, you know what I mean. Like it's,
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean.
yeah.
All right.
All right, your build a figure.
Jesus, I can't think of one.
I
So
know.
I guess I'm gonna go in like the Demo Goblin style,
Hmm.
where it's a regular figure but you build it, and I'm like
Well, then
thinking
even if you did that like a regular figure with an accessory too, right? Like the
I
Demo Goblin was
it's
just
bad. I literally can't think of one though. I'm still screwed.
all right. Well,
Like
you keep thinking, so I'll carry my thought on with the Demo Goblin.
yeah,
At least with Demo Goblin, you had the stand
yeah,
and the
exactly.
glider, right? So it was a little bit more than they could fit in with a regular
Yeah.
figure these days. But at the very least, it was still slightly more than before than you would have gotten. And plus, I actually like the fact that I have a Demogoblin head. I don't have the rest of the Demogoblin,
Oh, I love my Demo Goblin. He's
but
so good.
I have the Demogoblin head, and every so often I'll throw it on one of like a different figure to see how it looks, and it surprisingly works quite well as like an alternate head for one of the hand ninjas.
That's awesome. I literally I am so sunk on this. I am trying. I'm gonna go with my HasLab slash
Do that
um
first.
yeah, because I've had that in the canon. That's gonna be Fing Fang Foom
Hmm.
made to order. He doesn't have to be he has to be bigger than Dragon Man, but he doesn't have to be too much bigger than Dragon Man. Like he doesn't need to be Galactus size or Sentinel
Yeah,
size. He needs to be in between that vein. So something like if Dragon Man's what 12 inches or 11 inches,
he's
then
11. Yeah,
Dragon Man. I mean, Giant Fing
Fing
Fang
Fang
Foom
Foom.
can be somewhere like 14 inches.
That makes sense to me.
15,
I
14, 15, 16. But anyways, Fing Fang Foom is a must need. He has
I
been
truly
needed for a
think
long time.
when we look back now at the size of the HasLabs,
Yeah,
I think a severe mistake was made in having the Sentinel as big as it is
yeah,
and Giant Man as big as he is,
yeah.
because you want Galactus to tower over
I
everything.
know.
And I
Yeah,
don't mean like by a couple of inches because of his hat.
yeah,
I think Galactus is a great size.
yeah,
I think the Sentinel should have been 18 inches and Giant Man about the same. Like you
yeah,
want the Sentinels to look up to Galactus. Like there's
yeah.
nothing that
Galactus is
should be.
32 inches.
Yeah, and the Sentinels are 26,
26. Yeah, yeah,
and it's like to me it fun. I was thinking about. I've been thinking about this a bit. To me, having them that big is great in terms of if that's your centerpiece. Like if I
yeah,
only had the Sentinels, I would be happy. If I only had Galactus, I'd be happy. But if I had four Sentinels and Galactus, I'm like, they're, they're basically the same size.
yeah.
And Sentinels and Galactus are not the same size.
No, they're not. God, man, I cannot think of a build a figure to save my damn life.
That is fine. You still got time when I
Yep.
try and come up with a HasLab slash made to order. And again, so I think this is where I'm gonna dip back to the a previous HasLab that didn't get funded, because anytime you release a Ghost Rider with bike, it's gonna go. It will
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely sell, no
I
question down.
agree.
I think what I would like to see is a re not even a redo because it didn't get done, but have the Hell Charger without bells and whistles, like no lights, no, minimize the accessories, but include the Ghost Rider or the Robbie Reyes non-Ghost Rider figure,
Yeah.
or even the Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes with an alternate head if you really want to spin it down. But include that and have it as made to order and cut the price by 100 and some dollar.
Oh, and you just saved me. Thank you. Yeah, I
You're
agree.
welcome. So I think having it a made to order Hell Charger
Yep,
would
I
work.
agree. Yeah.
Like don't because they've always said that they do the pricing based on if it fully funds with all tiers,
All tiers, right? Exactly.
right? So if you
Cut
immediately
the tiers out.
cut the tiers out,
Yep.
then you've got that probably shaves down what $50 to $100
It's
with
here
the
shaves
three
down about
figures.
50, 50 to 100 easily.
All right,
And
so
what I
let
would say is you include an alternate Ghost Rider head with Robbie Reyes, and that's it.
yeah,
That's the only accessory you need.
exactly. Like you don't need the flame. I mean, sure, if you really want to get a bit better, add some of the flaming wheel
Yeah.
effect
Yeah.
because that's fairly fair. Other than that, I don't think you need to include much of anything else. You don't need any
Nope.
lights. You don't need any sounds.
Right.
Cut that out, and you're probably looking now about 100 between 125 to 150 at most.
Yeah, and that's perfect and made to order because the Sentinel was 170. No, yeah, it was like
Yeah,
170. There you go. That works. That Sentinel X-Men 97 Sentinel was 170. So perfect. All right. You saved me with that. That
I
just
know.
jogged the memory.
I know who you're gonna go for.
Yeah, my build a figure now?
Yep.
Mephisto.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect way. Oversized.
hmm
Someone we need dearly in the Marvel universe. I can't believe that he didn't come up in my head earlier.
I
And
I think he's got to be coming at some point. If we've got a Blackheart builder figure, there's
yeah,
got to be Mephisto coming. But again, like we don't even have rumors of it.
no, not yet. So I that's my figure, and he'll go good with D&D Spider-Man and your other Strange Tale wave figures and
hmm
everything. Perfect. That's my figure. So that leads me down, and I think it leads you to you. I think we're both down to just our multi pack, right?
Yeah. So do we have a set number of the multi pack, or can it be
No,
a
it could be two or three
two or three? That's what I
or
was
five, but
basically
I
whatever number we
literally
can
am
think of.
struggling at two or three right
Yeah.
now.
All right. So I am going back to what I was going to say for the earlier figure and didn't.
hmm
I would like a multi pack, and again, like it's not going to sell well. Actually, that's not true. It would sell, but not as well as certain other figures. I would like a multi pack of the X Force versions of Elixir,
hmm
Vanisher,
hmm
and Cipher.
Perfect.
Like the gray and black costumes. I
Yeah,
think
the Uncanny X Force,
yeah, exactly. Now there that still does leave a couple of characters left
but it will
that
still sell.
that will sell. It it would leave us with I think Wolfsbane that we still need, but again, Wolfsbane will sell.
Yeah.
She can go by herself, and then you've got Caliban and another character who I don't even recognize the name of. So you could theoretically do a 5 pack, but I think a 3 pack is the sweet spot of affordable and will actually go. I
Yeah.
don't think Elixir, Vanisher, or Cipher would do well in a wave, but possibly. But anyway, my Uncanny
Um,
X Force 3 pack is what I'm going with.
all right. And to close this out, and also we're pressed for time, I'm going to go with something that there's no way it's going to be made. And
hmm
it is a multi pack, but it's cheating in the sense that it's the same person in the multi pack. It's the same person in the multi pack. I'm going to go with an animated, and it's not going to get made. There's no way I'll be shocked if they make this. I'm going to go with an animated Black Cat and Felicia Hardy because Black Cat is bigger than Felicia in the animated series because she gets powers in the animated series where she like morphs into Black Cat, where she bulks up in size and strength and hotness,
Mm,
and like you have Felicia who's like Mary Jane size. So, but get a Black Cat and Felicia Hardy, I'd be super happy. Call it like neogenic transformation or
yeah,
whatever, and
that's
give the
interesting.
neogenic recombinator in there too. Just throw it in there. That
Yeah,
long thing. There you go.
I swear
That's what I
I
would.
never would have even thought of that because
And no
we've had
one's
a
gonna make this. Guarantee you, no one's
no
gonna make
like
this.
I know we've had a
Black Cat
animated
on the
Black
retro,
Cat,
but she
right?
was
So
more like a comic book Black Cat than she
yeah,
was animated.
And that's a good shout. Good shout.
Yep.
All right, so we're at 45-ish minutes.
Yep.
Um, I know you've got to run. I
Yes.
theoretically have to run as well. Folks, you know where to find us. Uh, it's in the show notes. I can't guarantee we look at either of those social media things anymore, but it is there.
Yeah.
I finally logged back into the email again that's listed in the show notes, so
Oh,
in
that's
theory
hilarious.
you should be able to reach us there.
There you go.
Any if for those of you that did reach out and think we ignored you, we didn't. I just couldn't remember the password for the longest time. So I'm probably not going to reply to those emails because it looks really bad. I'm just addressing it here and
That's
leaving
right.
it at that. Right. That's that. We'll catch you next week. I think we've got
We are
Matthew
going to
Klein.
have a guest
Yeah.
next week. It is
Uh,
Team Jam back in the saddle,
the
baby.
jam sessions are going to be back on the
Hell yeah.
run. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes next week. Of course, if we're saying this and it doesn't work out with timing, we can look like idiots, but there's nothing new for us.
It's all right.
Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.